haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way haul away, we'll haul away together. Way haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Ahoy! Welcome aboard, me hearties. Welcome aboard, me hearties. Aye, this is the messenger, and I be sailor of fortune, and this be my ship. Oh, aye, you have heard of me. Aye, indeed you have. Sailor of fortune here, bringing you my weekly rum and cards, setting sail on this, the maiden voyage this week, lovies. For there is a stormy sea we have ahead for the next 6 months, and these be real, true, intuitive readings and guidance and counsel for pirates and scallywags and landlubbers alike, mayhaps even seekers of fortune on your own faiths as well. There's all sorts out there, so welcome aboard. Please do wear your mask. Sit 6 feet apart over there topside if you don't have one, for I can see you and you can see me. That's grand. As long as you can hear me, lovies, I'm going to be here to give you your compass for the week, a guide mayhaps for the stars, and for a little bit of divination and oracle once a week. This is also going to be a variety show to give you a diversion and escape from swabbing the decks and hoisting up the anchor and pumping out the bilge. For those jobs do get old, do they now? Indeed. So mayhaps once a week I'll be here with a song, a story, some card readings for you, just to keep your hopes up, lovies. But first things first, did you see the quarantine flags flying on the messenger? I wish you and yours well, and I pray that we'll all be together soon to have a dram together in person. But until then, mayhaps fill up your glass if you would. Have a bit of a swig with me, and Noya, if you can't have alcohol anymore, like you, Fish Gill Bill, I see you out there with me good eye. I see you. He actually did grow gills. He were a mean drunk too, and he decided to stop, and I'm right glad, and so is all the crew. Anyway, do what you have to. Have a little seltzer, have a bit of cider mayhaps, but do have yourself a wee bit of self-care. A little bit of loveliness. I have some card readings for you this week. In my treasure chest, I have already drawn the cards for I have to go into a trance. I do, and I don't like folks to watch, for I tend to drool. So this first card I have for thee is this first quarter in Scorpio this week. It's going to be the waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams, lovies, it says. This is to clear the path, to focus. Focus with your good eye. And clear the path. Mayhaps, clean out your bunk, mate. Oh, not clean out your bunk, mate. Mayhaps that's part of clearing your path too. I know not. Only you know that for sure, lovies. But clear the path. Clear your bunk, mate. Mayhaps, or your carriage. Clear a path to who you want to be. Focus on who you want to be. And remember, this is a hopeful card that says that everything will be all right in the end. And if it's not all right, it's not the end. There's a lot of Mars energy coming up for the next 6 months, and that's why I be hither to talking to you about it, because I want to make sure that you're going to be well, love, and make sure that you give yourself something to do energy-wise. Start exercising, maybe lifting some weights. The capstan would be a really good place for that, or perhaps the bilge pumps is a good, if you have no other way to hoist some weights, those would be a good way to start. Or mayhaps run, be careful, love. Just take good care of yourselves. And if you're already a good athletic person, then mayhaps start a new project. Give Mars energy something good to do with your time ahead, for it's going to get crazy. The world's daft already, and it's going to get even worse in the next 6 months. So I'm here for thee once a week. And the first card I have here, this is a tattoo tarot, and the first one here I have for thee is the Tower. And the Tower is about an outside influence, a catalyst of sorts that makes us challenged. Aye, can you see that the lightning has struck the tower, Heather? Aye, and the people are fallen. They have their challenges. This is much likened unto a cannonball with a mast killer balls attached to it and taking out the mast of the ship. And if you're on the crow's nest, you be fallen as well, and you'll have challenges indeed. It doesn't mean that in the end all will be terrible. It just means that you have a lot of challenges right now. And we all do with this pandemic, know ya? The plague, as it were. Aye. What can a person do, though? What can a pirate do, a scallywag? Well, what we're being blocked by is the magician. Our powers of persuasion are on hold right now, lovies, in the blockage position. And this means put your powers of persuasion on hold. Stay home. Stay out of the mix if you can. No partying trying to catch the plague. Aye, keep your mates safe and your family safe. Hold fast. No big decisions right now, lovies. Aye. Next thing I'd like to show you is a mermaid card. This is from the mermaid deck, the mermaid oracle. She's lovely, is she not? This is the mirror, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Aye. Aye, for the sea, when it is becalmed like unto this, is like a mirror. You can look in it and see your reflection. Who are you? Who do you want to be? It's time mayhap now to make yourself anew. For a lot of us pirates do have a sensitive heart. Oh, I know we're all bluster and braggadocio about splitting throats and doing all sorts of mayhem, but inside we are sensitive sorts, we are. And indeed, it's time for us to look within the dark mirror of ourselves. Now, it's likened unto that game as we school children like to take a mirror into a dark room at night and thrice call out to the name of some murdered queen. Don't do that, lovies. Nay. For if you do summon a murdered queen, is probably not the best thing to do. Aye. For she's going to be a bit on the ticked side when she comes back, and I wouldn't want to be standing where you are. Aye, and no cursing fairies or hexing the fae neither. What are you, daft? I told you the world was daft. Mayhaps you have to look and make sure that you know your own self. Aye, that's the best thing that you can do, so you can look into your own mirror and say, aye, what a handsome sort you are. Aren't you a beauty, me lovies? Aye, indeed. Look into the mirror and make yourself the way you need to be now. We've got a reboot and a start right now. So this last card I have for you is from the Mermaids and Dolphin deck, and this is called Mother Healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. Do you have problems with your mum? Have you not seen her in a long time? Mayhaps you should put a message in a bottle for her. Aye, call your mum, write her a letter, and if you have had a falling out and she's not good for thee, then just forgive her in your heart and let go of it. Or mayhaps be a mother to someone else. Aye, men can be the mothering sort. We've got to learn to be women have to learn to be a little bit more assertive, and men have to be a little bit more nurturing as well. We have to blend the two. I being a mystic pirate, a pirate mystic, I've had to learn to blend the two. For I did have a time when I were just plain old mystic. And I denied my pirate self. But it were there. It were there the whole time. And I were given a card reading one time to this sweet, lovely old lady. And she sat me down and she said, "Oh, sailor of fortune, my life is woeful. My husband of 65 years has got himself a girlfriend, 35 years old. He's 87. Oh, and he went to the doctor to get himself that blue pill. Aye, so that he could have sex with her. The whore. Oh, she was distraught, she were. And I did tap her on the hand and I said, there, as the mystic in me did. But I have to tell you, inside me pate, the pirate in me raised its head and said, "Ho hoy! Mate, I think I know this feller. Aye, pride of mankind he is. Aye, 87 years old with a 35-year-old girl. Aye, I bet she's a nice girl too. Does she have a sister? Aye, Captain, come hither and hear this story now. Oh, the mystic in me had to sit on the pirate in me until I could get through the reading. It were a terrible time I had. But now I've decided to blend the two, the mystic and the pirate, to be Pirate Mystic, Sailor of Fortune, giving you these rum and cards once weekly. And know ya, if you need to have a mother, I shall be thy mother for thee. Aye, have you had enough water to drink? Don't be drinking the salt water now. Nay. And when was the last time you had a bath? When was the last time you changed your knickers? Aye. And have you had a lemon recently? You don't want to get scurvy. Now be a good boy and be a good girl and drink your rum. So I have a shanty for thee before I go. And it is going to... Oh, I've lost it with me good eye. Here it is. This one is Strike the Bell. If you know this song, please do sing it. And if you don't know it, sing extra loud. Up on the quarterdeck and walking all about, there's a second mate, so steady and so stout. What he is thinking of, he doesn't know himself. We wish that he would hurry up and strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Down on the main deck and working on the pumps, there's a starboard watch a-longing for their bunks. Look out the window and they see a great big swell. We wish that he would hurry up and strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, and let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Aft at the wheel, poor Anderson stands, grasping at the spokes with his cold mittened hands. Looks at the compass and the course is clear as hell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, and let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Forward a forecastle head and walking all about. Yonder there is John, ready for to shout. The lights are burning bright, sir, and everything is well. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, and let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Up on the poop deck, the gallant captain stands, looking out to sea with a spyglass in his hand. What he is thinking of, we know very well. He's thinking Morris Writing sails is striking the bell. Strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Oh, strike the bell, second mate, let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Look at the glass, you can see that it is fell. We wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell. Ding! I'd like it if you could strike the bell down below as well. Click the bell for notifications. Subscribe to this channel for your weekly dose of oracle, a little blather, a little body humor, mayhaps a special guest, some music to keep thy desires and thy hopes up, and to cheer thee during this hard time. I'd like it to see you again next week, mayhaps. So, fair winds, mates. On!
Way, all the way.